If you've seen my setup videos, you've probably seen all the different parts of the classroom, but I will show you in one big tour. Hi friends, and welcome back to the Caffeinated Classroom. If you have not yet been here before, oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here. Welcome. I am Marie. I am a high school English teacher from Southern California. This is my 12th year teaching. I have done a lot of different things along the way. I have learned a lot of lessons, and all those lessons go into my regular teaching practice. I am here to share those things with you lovely people. Thank you for stopping by. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Take a moment, just click the little button. I am really excited to show you guys my classroom. Many of you who are watching this, I assume, have seen my previous videos about the setup. A quick little background in case this is all brand new to you. My classroom is set up pretty unconventionally. It is like modified flexible seating. You're not gonna see any yoga balls or wobble stools or anything like that. But you are gonna see a classroom that looks less like a classroom and a little bit more like a coffee shop. It is very much by design. And I have some other videos on my channel, which I'll link down below and at the end of the video, that kind of explain like my philosophy behind flexible seating and why I am choosing to use this in my high school English classroom. And then just, I've done a ton of research about this stuff. I have an infographic on the benefits of flexible seating and in regards to education. That's available on my Teachers Pay Teacher store, which I will link down below if it's something you're interested in. I give it out to students, I give it out to parents. I have shared it with my entire staff because this trend is becoming less of a trend and becoming more of a educational wave where a lot more educators are seeing the benefits of flexible seating in their classrooms. So my classroom is very much a reflection of myself as an educator, as just a person. It has a lot of my personality in it. It has a lot, I'm looking around as I say this because I'm gonna show you around. It has a lot of little nooks and crannies in different parts of the classroom so that I don't take up all of your time. Let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna start by the front door and I'll walk you guys in so that you can see what it looks like as a student coming into this space. Okay, I'm excited. Alrighty, so this is the view right when you walk in the door, and if you look directly to your left, you can see I have this little wall, which is kind of just dead space with like the control panel here that I have used just to make like a command center. There's the infographic that I was talking about having to do with flexible seating. That's up for everybody to see. It was homecoming last week, so we've got some stuff up about homecoming that I need to kind of take care of. I've got a space for kids to give me a quote of the week, which I actually admittedly have not started doing yet, but that's okay. I love this little piece. This is one of the ideas I took from one of the elementary schools I used to work in when I was an itinerant teacher last year. And it was just an idea of like Mrs. Morris is currently reading, watching, listening to. Just something fun when kids' eyes wander around or when they're waiting for the bell to ring, some fun quotes and that sort of a thing. And then as we move down, this is my first of 6 seating areas. This big long table seats 8 chairs, and my seating groups are normally in 6 or 7, so this one's actually a perfect one. But I love the way that the boards turned out up behind it, the bulletin board, where it says read and write up at the top. These lenses in literature, if you haven't seen these before, are the posters from Jenna Copper, Cop Teaching, and she sells them on her Teachers Pay Teacher store, and they're phenomenal. Each of the 6 seating areas that you're about to see in this room are named. This one is named the 100-Acre Wood. And then over here, this is actually a sign that I used to have on the other side of the room called refrigerator, or that says refrigerator worthy. And what I'm gonna do is actually use this bulletin board to put student writing and different sorts of assignments that are phenomenal and that I can give shout outs. If we move along. This corner of the room over here is my little cafe, and up on the wall I have this long strip of paper that keeps track of the table of contents from our composition books. And then it also has over here, this is where I keep some mugs for myself and a couple little coffee quotes. I have my wonderful 1 cup at a time Keurig, obviously my little mini camping fridge that plugs in and is perfect for like creamer and a Diet Coke when I'm in need. This tea kettle kids use all the time for hot chocolate, and I gave them all little coupons that they can make hot chocolate like 1 time during the quarter. And so those are for the kiddos, and I have a microwave, and down hiding under there is the actual hot chocolate packets in one of those like sealing boxes. This shiplap paper, all of the things that you see in here that I bought or that you could find online, I will link down below to like an Amazon list that I have. This shiplap paper is one of those things, and it's kind of amazing. If we come around to the front of the room, we are finishing up a unit on Lord of the Flies. And so each of my 3 classes has been put into different groups, and those groups are competing for points. And the group from each class with the most points gets to throw out a quiz score at the end of the competition. And the group with the most points out of all 3 classes gets to have pizza lunch on me. So we've been doing these really fun challenges. But up here at this front board, I really don't use the whiteboard a whole lot. I just use it to display like this kind of stuff that I need kids to be able to track, and it's a great motivator because it's the very front of the room. Over here in the front center, and yes, it is October 2nd, so you're gonna see Halloween stuff all over because I just decorated the room for Halloween a little bit. Down here, I have my little annotation kits, and in some of my earlier videos, I kind of go through like what exactly is in my annotation kits, and I think I'll make a video next week about what I do with them. Here, I'll show you. So all in all, I have 10 of these little crates, these little annotation kits, and each one has in it a little mini jar that's got sticky notes. It's got a jar with like pens and colored pencils, and some of them have highlighters. And then it's got these cards that have a text annotation cheat sheet that I've created, and on the flip side, it's a text analysis cheat sheet. These come in handy when I give them a reading and they are supposed to annotate and answer some questions or do whatever with it. And these go around to different parts of the room, and the kids are very respectful. Get in there, go to your home. So as we come along the perimeter of the room, this is the part of the board that I actually write on, which is so crazy because I used to be that teacher that wrote on everything was written up on the board. I just use the screen now because everything's digital, and then this way I can give all the materials to kiddos to access all the time. It's really quite great. But I do keep the date going. Right now it's a running list of all the things that they should have done for their mini essay for Lord of the Flies that will be turned in final draft this Friday. And then we have 90-minute periods, so I split our day into acts. It's normally like 30 minutes. We only had 2 acts today because we had 1 big act 2. But that's the theater teacher in me. If I move around over here, this area is like my teacher desk corner area. I have in front my kitchen table turned work desk. Down underneath the desk, I've got my files for things that I need that are quick on hand. I do not keep my sensitive material there. I decided to leave this looking more realistic than clean. You can see there is a stack of things for me to take care of tomorrow, but hey, it's real life, right? My bag is hanging off the back because I'm gonna go home pretty soon. Those are the mugs I'm gonna take home with me to make sure that they get clean, you know, but I've got my little pumpkins to try and just make it festive and fun in here. And then around the back, right over here behind my little table, I've got a place for students to get different sorts of supplies, and that's open for them. It's a little tight for them to get into, but they know that this is for them to use. I've got my printer, my phone, computer, and I really need to get a standing desk because I never sit down while I'm teaching. And back here, just some different things. Like emergency folder, that sort of thing. This has the actual files and like copies and stuff that I'm working on during the week. So I'll like change that out as I prepare for each week. This has like my calendar and my to-do list for lesson planning and that sort of thing. Some different books that I reference normally while I'm teaching. Pictures of my babies and my family. Keep me motivated. You all have a Hanukkah troll doll sitting on your doc cam, right? Right? It's not just me? Okay, cool. Okay, as as we go alongside, this is the area, this board I was originally using as like refrigerator worthy, and all of those clips have magnets and they were going to show student work. And then I realized I really need a place where I can stick my anchor charts for things. And so I have these gigantic oversized Post-it notes that I'm using for anchor charts. And this space is going to get reworked a little bit to be for those. But this long table seats 6 kiddos. So as you can see, this board over here is called the big picture. And over on the side here, this grid is just my like at a glance each week of the quarter, and quarter 2 should go on the side. And in the middle here, I'm not going to get too close because kids' names are listed, but in my flexible seating video, which is linked below, you can see in better detail. This is each of the different seating areas named, and those little cards have each of the seating groups of students. So every time I move seats, which is weekly, their little cards rotate around and they can figure out where they're supposed to be. And this seating area is platform 9 3/4. We like it. So now I am at the front of my classroom looking out. The little annotation kits and the screen are right behind me. This little area down here with the couch and the armchairs is, yes, it is an assigned seating area. And so the way that this seating area goes, you can see there are some floor pillows that are stuffed down there. Some kids really do prefer to sit on the floor. It helps them, especially like by the end of the day, the last period, I have a few kids that will sit down across here, and I'm fine with it as long as they're not distracted, and it helps them relax and just kind of like get into the groove of our English classroom. But it's basically the assigned seats go 1 person there, 3 across the couch. There are 2 little chairs over here to the side for overflow, and then 1 person here and 1 person here, just depending on how many kiddos are in each group. Right directly behind, we have our next seating area number 4. And it has, let's see, 6 seats available and the little lamps in the middle. And this is really the best like seats in the house as far as being able to see the front board goes. But last but not least, other than the couch, our absolute favorites for kiddos are these back 3 tables that go across the back. The 2 high top tables seat 4 each. The kids have kind of messed up my stools, but that's okay. And then the seats down in the middle, little kitchen table, seats 4. And so basically it's like the 4 over there plus 2 on this side of this table are 1 seating group. And then the 2 over here plus the 4 that sit over here are another seating group. And these are all literary islands. So we have, let's see, Treasure Island. Sorry about the lighting. We have the Jolly Roger, and we have Tom Sawyer's Island. The very last area that I have not shown you guys back here is just my little library. I've got textbooks back here from the library. I've got some different sort of reference books and some reading books, and a lot of my classroom library I gave away when I left the classroom for a couple of years, and so now I am slowly building it back. But yeah, I have had a couple of visitors join our tour. Cheese. Hey, Wabai, can you show everybody on Mommy's video what that felt board and whiteboard are for? Please? So what is it? Here, you can move that stool.
They're like felt things, and they have felt on the back.
Uh-huh.
And my mommy had this, and she gave it away, and she had a good idea, so she could put it in her classroom, so me and my little sister could play with it.
You guys gonna play with it right now while Mommy finishes a couple things? No? Oh, you wanna watch videos? Okay. What about you?
Is blue fire real?
Blue fire? Yeah, if something's really, really, really hot, the fire can get blue. Okay, we have a special snack. It says Mommy, Wyatt, Eloise. Let's see what's inside. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm. What? Are they more lollipops?
Oh, we have Oreos.
They're huge Oreos.
Ooh. And Eloise, what's inside? What's this?
Cheese.
What is it?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Uh-oh, Studios.
All right, everybody, we are going to have our snackaroo. Thank you so much for coming with me on a tour of the classroom. If you have not already subscribed to the Caffeinated Classroom, please take a moment and click the subscribe button now. It's time for us to have our snack, so we will see you guys next time. Careful, you're gonna poke each other with your lollipop sticks.